Tuesday 10 a.m. Leaving Rosh Pinah, just filled up at the gas station. As you might have seen, I went down to look at the river yesterday. It looks quite passable. So I'm dressed in my shorts and my sloppy shoes. I got my boots tied to the bike, so I don't wet them. And then I'll just change the other side of the reefer. So Rosh Pinah, as I might have already said, is definitely a mining town. Zinc mine on the left there. That's all I do here. But dramatic landscapes. You'll see as we go down. We cross a seabed. As I've said over and over, can only have been covered with sea at some point. So Rosh Pinah is a little bit up on the side of the mountain there. On the left, mining town on the right. Bit of a late start, well, not late, lazy start, let's say easy start, 10 a.m. I was a bit, well, I knew I was going to leave a little bit later. I didn't want to leave at 6 because then I get to the river, it's still semi-dark and whatever. So I didn't want to get to the river that early. Then when I woke up, I had a little bit of work to do on some client needed some pricing on my workshops, and I've been working out this international reference price thing for years, but kind of eventually put it all together in one pricing schedule for her. You can see the flat pan on the left and the right. Yeah, so a bit of an easy start, and also thirdly, C is it's not a long haul. It's 90 k's odd to Oranjemund, and then A Bay is kind of around the corner from that, so it's a relaxed ride today. D, I guess I could say, is it's decidedly cooler here, compared to everywhere so far. This is the coolest. Even now it's 10 o'clock, but it's like there's a cool sea breeze. I wouldn't know what the temperature is, but it's, I don't know, hovering around 20. Not even, doesn't get too warm, it's still cool. So that's quite pleasant. The river's about 30 k's away. So you see a bit further down, I mean, this is, I don't know, Lord of the Rings kind of landscape. Just flat seabed. It's all sand everywhere here. That on the other side there, I am now fairly certain is South Africa on the left, and straight ahead even. Well, we cut through there. I'm not sure if the road's going to bend right or left. Not left, but it's going to bend to the right somewhere. So somewhere there is the I guess the old 100 years old route that went through the mountains. What range this is, I don't know. The geologists can tell us. But quite powerful landscapes. Like really otherworldly. You think you're on the moon or Mars or somewhere. Just flat seabed, I can only call it, and jagged sort of mountains going up. Slate, when we get to the crossing, it's a slate, it's all slate stuff. Coming up a little bit later is the turn off to the left, which takes you to there's another crossing just over here, but it's not Fields Drift. There's another one, Senderling Drift, which actually works with a pond, so you know, I mean, that wouldn't be operating. And the road to the left is also the short route, a little bit of a gravel route through to Noordhoeven. But the lady I met at the river yesterday said no, that's also closed because that's also, you know, caught up. It's a gravel road that is now flooded with the river, which makes it even more kind of dodgy. So the only way to get to Noordhoeven is actually go all the way back to Keetmanshoop, which just means all the way back up to Ouse, right turn. You know, that's a bit of a detour. I yesterday thought, well, one takes this other gravel road, but that's also not doable. Which kind of adds to the what's the right word? Incentive, let's say, to kind of cross here at the river. Well, worse as well, if I cross at Keerties and go through at Noordhoeven, I can't get to Port Nolloth because effectively there's no road west from Noordhoeven or Fields Drift. You have to go all the way virtually down to Springbok and then cut back up or across to cut west in Port Nolloth, north to Alexander Bay. So if I did go through Fields Drift, it means I miss out on Alexander Bay and Port Nolloth. So all sort of working together to say, listen, I really want to try and, well, again from yesterday's walk over, it's not, I really, there's no heavy running water, it's just, you know, it's just, it should be quite straightforward. So I'll show you, I'll switch on just now when you see the turn to the left.